Yo ho ho, the pirate's life is not for me. Hey everybody, what's going on? Captain Jack Sparrow returns once again in Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Before I begin, let me just run down for you what I thought of the other Pirates movies. Curse of the Black Pearl was really good, Dead Man's Chest was decent, At World's End was a little sloppy and pretty full of itself, and On Stranger Tides has the elements to be great, but was pretty terrible. Now, where does Dead Man Tell No Tales land on this list? Let's find out, savvy? Henry Turner, the son of Will Turner from the original trilogy, goes on a quest to find the one item that can free his father from his cursed life aboard the Flying Dutchman. To find this item, he needs the help of the one man, no, the one pirate that can find anything, Captain Jack Sparrow. I have to admit, while this premise is kind of simple, I liked the idea at first. A boy, now a man, spends his whole life trying to free his father so that his family can be complete. This is the kind of personal plot that usually gets me invested in a movie. The problem is too many other plots begin to happen that makes this fifth installment of the Pirates franchise kind of a mess. Along with the treasure hunting plot, we also get the plot of a villain wanting revenge on Captain Jack Sparrow, a woman of science accused of being a witch trying to find the same item Henry Turner is for different reasons. Captain Barbossa has his own motives and gets involved because the main villain is destroying his ships, and the British Royal Navy is pretty much after all of them. Like I said, kind of a mess. All of these plots lead to too much setup and makes the movie drag a lot. Another weak point of this one is the characters. While I will always love Geoffrey Rush's Captain Barbossa, the rest of the characters were either kind of boring or wasted, such as Henry Turner, his extremely forced love interest, the science-driven Karina Smith, and especially Captain Armando Salazar. The characters of Turner and Smith have no real chemistry at all together, but Salazar is probably the biggest offender. While I really like Javier Bardem, Salazar is just kind of the same old revenge-driven supernatural baddie that this series is known for. I think that this franchise's biggest problem with villains is that they, with maybe the exception of Davy Jones, have never been able to top Captain Barbossa as a villain. Speaking of Captain Barbossa, while I love the character and he probably has the best arc of the movie, that arc comes out of nowhere. If the arc, which I won't spoil for you, was set up better in this or even previous movies, it might have worked. I think that the filmmakers wanted it to be a total surprise, and it was, but in the wrong kind of way. Now, let's talk about Captain Jack Sparrow. Here's the thing about me and this character. I've been waiting for this character to show me something new and interesting since the second movie. Look, Depp was pretty fantastic in the first movie, and I still thought he offered up a few new things to keep him interesting in part 2. The third movie is where he really began to lose me, though. While the drunk, swaggering, sharp-tongued pirate was great at first, the shtick has gotten kinda old. He offered nothing new in this movie but the same old, same old. I hate to say it, but I feel that Captain Jack Sparrow has finally become one of Depp's characters, if you know what I mean. I felt that the filmmakers wanted to take a lot of what worked in the first 4 movies and give the viewers a greatest hits, so to speak. Relying on this and not giving us more new things really doesn't give me any hope for future installments. And I'm pretty sure they're coming, given the sequel bait after credits scene, which still relied on something from the past films as well. While I wouldn't say that this installment was worse than On Stranger Tides, I would still put it on the same ship as At World's End. While there were some things to enjoy about this one, I felt that the other stuff really sinks this one down to Davy Jones's locker. As always, thank you so much for watching. What did you think of the 5th Pirates movie? Do you feel that these are still Disney treasures, or should the franchise just be sunk? Feel free to comment on down in the section below. But remember, it's only just one guy's opinion. I'm Gino Reynolds from The Real Gino. Till next time.